Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Love and Marriage DC. Love and Marriage DC happened this past weekend. It was season 1, episode 6. It was called, I think the title of it was called Emotional Overload. And so it started off with Ashley taking Quick to the hospital because Quick was saying that he think he overworked and his wrist was hurting, and he was saying, you know, when your wrist hurts so bad and your arm hurts so bad, well, you can't tie your shoe, you got to go to the doctor. So they went to the doctor, and the doctor said that she was gonna take some tests to see exactly what was wrong with wrist with Quick's arm and wrist and stuff like that, because he said it was hurting so bad. And so he told the doctor that he had went to a doctor before about his risk, about whatever, and he was saying that he said it might be gout. She said, yeah, gout could be a part of it too, but she has to take the test to make sure. And she was telling him that he was going to have to cut back on his work schedule, and he was going to have to cut back on his work schedule, and he was going to have to be on a diet. And she said she was going to give him some pain medication, and also give him a wrist brace to go on his thing. And he said, wrist brace. She said, yeah. And then Ashley said in her confession, he's not gonna wear that wrist brace. He said, nah, I can't wear that wrist brace. And like she told him, she said, if you don't cut back and do what I say, she said, you're not gonna have an arm or wrist to do no DJing with. He was saying, well, you know, that's my livelihood. That's my livelihood, DJing. And she was saying, I don't know what Quick would do without a DJing. Honey child, Quick, you better try to listen to that doctor and go ahead on and cut back on some of that work, because Ashley had been asking him to cut back on his work, but he just keep on working, and he talking about he have to work for his family and stuff. And I'm looking at Quick. I think you about 36, 37 years old. I mean, you got about maybe 15, 20 more years of working left anyway, but from what I can see, you got everything stable. But anyway, sometimes you can't tell men what to do. Ashley said that she know that Quick is not going to listen to that doctor and stuff like that. And then it switched to the next scene where Irena and her daughter Brittany were having lunch at this restaurant, and Brittany was telling Irena that Jamie had called her and told him that to talk to her mom about them arguing about them arguing on the last episode. And she said she told him, what can I tell my mama? My mama is older than me. And so she was saying, yeah, Jamie didn't want to listen to her, and she was telling Jamie that she was already kind of upset because of the stuff that happened at Ashley's event. And then she was having her own problems, and then she missed her friend's birthday party, and she was saying he didn't want to take her feelings into accountability and stuff. And both of them agreed that when it comes down to Jamie, if you don't do stuff his way, he get upset and get mad. It's like his way or the highway. And I have some people like that in my family too, where if you disagree with them, they have a problem. But anyway, they both agreed that Jamie has this kind of bully mentality, and he wants people to do stuff his way. And then it switched to the next scene where Quick and Ashley were trying to, not trying to, they were in the kitchen preparing their cookout meals for the cookout food that they ordered for the dinner that they were going to have with Chris and Monique. And while they were preparing it, they were saying, well, we know Monique don't like no meat, so we ordered a vegan plate. And then next thing you know, the doorbell rang. And when the doorbell rang, it was Chris and Monique, and they came up and they said how good they look, and they were happy to see each other, and they got all the pleasantries out the way. And then as when they getting ready to sit down for the meal, and they were sitting down, Monique is gonna bring up that stuff that happened at Ashley's event with Winter and stuff. And she talking about she came back from Africa thinking she was gonna smooth things over, and she didn't think things were gonna go left. And then Ashley just chimed in and said, "Nah, Monique, the way you told me what Winter said at the table, that's not what we talked about at lunch." And she said, "Well, it was a miscommunication." She said, "Yeah, it sure was a miscommunication, because what you told me." She said, "Yeah, but Winter was talking something about rumors." She said, "Yeah, that's what what made me mad, because it made me think that Winter was coming after my marriage. That's why I got offended at my thing. And she said, yeah, I didn't know it was going to. And then so quick chimed in and say, wait a minute, to me, y'all seem like y'all was trying to upstage my wife, embarrass my wife, make my wife look bad. That's why we were mad. And when he said, no, no, it was nothing like that. I thought I was going to smooth things up. I thought I was going to smooth things over. And then Chris chimed in and said, well, the way y'all talking about winner, that's not the winner we know. Well, the winner we know is not like that and stuff like that. And so, so Ashley said in her confession, I don't know why Monique brought this up. I don't know why Monique was. I thought we were gonna have a nice quiet dinner, Quick said, and by the way, we don't even care about it, so we don't know why she brought it up. And so Monique said, well, Ashley, what it is, would you mind trying again? Would you mind trying again if I set up a lunch or dinner day for you and Winter and me to get? And Ashley said, well, oh, okay, we'll go. And then it switched to the next scene where Winter was talking with her kids, and she told her kids that she was going to be out of town for a couple of weeks or maybe to a month, and she was saying that daddy was going to come and talk to them, and she was telling her kids that she's so glad that she filed the divorce papers, and she hopes Kevin signed the papers. And her daughter had to tell her, why you keep feeling guilty about that? She said Kevin was a manipulator. He manipulated you, mama. Why are you feeling bad? And she was saying, I was just feeling bad because I should have known better, and I should have known better, and I should have checked him out more. And I was just so shocked and surprised that I got fooled to do by a 60-year-old man. I'm here to tell you, Winter, just because somebody is of a certain age, that don't mean they not a scammer. We got old people that are out here scamming not only young people, but scamming old people too. So there are scammers all around, and you can't judge a person by their age, because you got to judge them by their character and their reputation. But anyway, after that, she hugged her kids, and then let me get some water. The next scene is where Monique, Winter, and Ashley meet up for lunch. I think it was lunch. Meet up for lunch, and they all, Winter spoke to Ashley, and Winter spoke to Ashley. Ashley, kind of greeted her, and then she spoke to Monique, and then they got to sit down, and then Monique got to talking and asked them, sun in my eyes. Asked them. She said that I didn't think it was gonna go left at Ashley's event, and she said from what you told me, Winter, about this, and Winter said, well, nah, I didn't say it like that. She said, but you mentioned something about rumors, and Winter said, yeah, Monique, I did mention something about rumors. I said I heard rumors, but I didn't say that the rumors was true and all that stuff. And then Ashley chimed in and said, well, I didn't hear rumors about a whole lot of people and stuff like that. You could hear people. There's a lot of rumors going around. That don't mean something going on. And she said, and then Winter said in her confessional that she was agreeing with Ashley as far as, a lot of people have rumors and rumors going around, but she was saying the way Monique had conveyed it, and Monique gonna try to throw it off on Winter. Well, Winter, maybe you gotta get better at your communication, because maybe you communicated wrong. She said, well, I could have did that, and then Winter said, well, nah, it was the way Monique told it. And then that's the same thing. Let me stop this, because this man is talking all in my video. Okay, I'm back. And then Monique said, well, y'all gonna be okay right now? And then Ashley said, well, I'm sorry, Winter, but the way you came at my marriage, the way you was talking about Quick was doing something on me and I didn't know about. She said, well, nah, I'm just telling you one, but and she said, nah, she said, you know what? I felt some kind of way. And then Winter said, well, if you felt some kind of way, I'm sorry that you felt some kind of way, and I will apologize. So Winter apologized, and then the next thing you know, and that's when she asked again, and she said, well, I do accept your apology. She said, well, but I'm just letting you know that that I felt some kind of way, and and that you know, I don't know if we could. I can know. I don't know if we could. I don't know if we could be friends or friendly. And then in her confessional, Ashley said it don't matter. It don't matter one way or another. She could be friends with Winter, or she can't be friends with her. She said that when she first met Winter, she had a feeling about Winter. She said she don't think she could be friends with Winter. And then it skipped to the next scene. And then it switched to the next scene where it was they were going to the what they call it in intuitive leader. Monique had mentioned it at the dinner to Quick and Ashley, so I think Quick and Ashley was I know Monique and Chris was the first two. Then Quick and Ashley came, and then Jamie and Arena came, and she took them into some kind of salt cave, sea salt cave, and they said, Monique, what kind of stuff you got us into? And she told me she knows how to read people, and she knows how to read people's energy. And then she went to Jamie and Arena, and she told Jamie she felt something about bullying and this and that. And he was saying, well, yeah, you know, sometimes I am kind of pig-headed, and I am kind of trying to push my way around. And then she went back, and then she went to Quick and what you call to Quick and Ashley, and she asked Quick about something about nines. The Quick said, well, yeah, my mama told me she had cancer at 9, and my daddy died in 1996. That's where you get the nines from. And then Jamie said in this confessional, she probably Googled us, or somebody told him stuff, because this woman was spot on. We don't know this woman. You know, Monique and Chris did, and then she told Chris that he need to stop living vicariously through Monique. He need to have his own stuff separate from Monique. And she said, I know you don't want to hear that, Chris, because I've been dealing with y'all separately and stuff like that. But I kind of agree with Jamie on some of that stuff. There's a lot of these shows, you know, they get these so-called yoga healing people, or so-called intuitive spiritual people, and all kind of stuff. I kind of agree with Jamie. I don't agree with some of that stuff, because some of that stuff, I'm sorry, is almost like borderline, fake religion and stuff. So you gotta be watching. You gotta watch who all these people you let talking about gonna be spiritual healers and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, after that, they all kind of hugged and agreed. And she said, "I hope y'all take my advice. Now I'm just giving y'all the advice." And they all left. And then it switched to the last scene where Quick and his brother Franco and Antonio were at the graveyard, and they were talking about their daddy. And then Quick asked his brothers, "Do he think the daddy would be proud of them?" And Quick's brother Antonio said, "Yeah, his daddy would be proud of what he was doing." And then Quick said he wished his daddy was here to see him be a DJ, because he said people were telling his daddy that don't be encouraging him to be a DJ. A DJ ain't no job. So he was saying it would be nice for his daddy to see that he did become a DJ. And then he read some kind of letter that he had from his daddy, and he kind of cried, and him and his brothers kind of hugged it out, and the scene went out. The show went off. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a T.I. is. I am out.